Oh God. And don't tell me that Andre Harrell got touched by Clive Davis too.
An extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, because he's a trafficker. And he's using music and entertainment to sex traffic.
It is no surprise that Diddy and Clive are in the headlines again for sharing shady limelight and being the talk of the town. This time around, Diddy is under hot waters because Jaguar Wright chose to break her silence about Diddy's domineering nature. Jacqueline Suzette Wright Johnson, better known as Jaguar Wright, is an American singer, songwriter, and narrator who is known for her unsolicited opinions and open remarks about the music industry. She has exposed many known gems without guilt and is on her way to doing more damage. Her popularity and positive reputation is quite shocking, seeing the kind of bitter truth she is used to spewing out. One of her fans commented on one of her Mission Uncover Mr. XYZ interviews by saying, "The fact that no artist she's ever mentioned has sued her for defamation of character means it's true. And she's mentioned many names. There aren't many celebrities she has spared, but her most recent target is none other than Sean Combs, commonly known as P. Diddy."
Y'all worshipped him. He wanted y'all to worship him. He wanted y'all to believe that he was God here on earth. But he got a boss too, and his boss name is Clive Davis.
Recently, though, he has attracted a lot of negative attention because of his power-hungry attitude. He is accused of having tight links with influential people who have helped him stay at the top for a long time and are continuing to do so. The prime example is his boss and mentor Clive Davis. The fact that Diddy claimed to have given sexual favors to keep Bad Boy Records floating at the top has further helped prove these suspicions. People also have certain claims about how Diddy's record company made it big in the industry. For decades, people have talked about how Diddy got his 1994 deal by being on his knees for Clive Davis. So how does Clive fit into this picture? Well, he framed the picture in the first place. This 90-year-old music producer recently came out of the closet. Yes, after 2 heterosexual failed marriages, Clive admits that he has queer sexual preferences.
My second marriage failed because I had been 100% heterosexual up until that point.
This astonishing revelation has brought out startling reactions from the audience and fellow musicians. A fan commented, "I find it interesting that Clive decides to come out at this time. He could have lived out his life in secrecy and none the wiser. Strange world we are living in." At the same time, it helped the audience understand how the dynamics in the Hollywood industry work. Clive ruled over the music industry and introduced us to many stars, including P. Diddy. This game of transfer of powers indicates that to stay at the top of the game, you have to bow in front of the gods of time, like Diddy did in front of Clive. But now it seems like the tables have turned. The master has given control to his learners. This is what Jaguar Wright mentions about Diddy in a recent interview. She begins by saying that Diddy got a love for power. He got this because he was actually being controlled by Clive Davis. Let's take a peek at it.
We think he's just an extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people.
A fan responded by saying, "My question is, how does she know everything?" Pause, she called out almost everybody. Do she be there watching everything? As fishy as Ms. Wright knows everything is, we can't deny that her accusations are prone to a ton of speculation. After all, what business does an old man have with a 23-year-old young boy to have supported his music career as much as Clive did Diddy? They must have been in a relationship for sure. Additionally, her other indictments seem reasonable too. When a person experiences suppression and domination for a long time, that lifestyle becomes a part of his personality. The only change is that instead of being submissive, you become the one inflicting superiority upon others, which in worst cases escalates to criminal tendencies. Diddy, not wanting to stay behind in any scenario, allegedly might have resorted to that too, proven by this clip by Ms. Wright, who unabashedly accuses Diddy of being a sex trafficker who uses his art and his status in the industry to pave the way for this cruelty.
Because he's a trafficker. And he's using music and entertainment to traffic.
It is no surprise that Clive's long-term gay relationship was with Diddy. The semantics of this relationship elaborate that their relationship extended beyond a normal student-mentor pattern into a more sexual nature. Though Clive has kept it under the wraps the details of his 5-year-long boyfriend, his activities and social gatherings pinpoint Diddy as a constant beside him. So there we have it, the cat is finally out of the box. This mentee-turned-love interest is the reason Diddy has made it this big in the industry and has stayed in the ocean full of sharks for so long. He had the best teacher after all. But it does not stop there. Diddy has made his life goal to take all his master's ways and apply them to his own life in one way or another. And Usher Raymond is a living proof of that. He, too, belongs to the music industry and is in the close circles of Diddy and Clive. Unfortunately, the history repeated itself when Diddy apparently became a young 10-year-old Usher's mentor in the same way Clive became his. At 14 years of age, Usher got to live with Diddy in the name of being an innocent mentee. Doesn't that sound repetitive? Anyways, we have got a proof at hand that indirectly led Diddy to accidentally admit his relationship statistics with Usher.
Hey, one used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how,
Now, as much as he tried to cover up his slip-up, it was too late for that. The moment had been captured with a whole lot of assumptions and inferences. Though Usher refused to disclose any juicy information about the insides, that did not stop the audience from assuming. Did you think that was the end of the music star's improper ways? Not yet. Diddy was also accused of coercing Christopher Williams into indulging in inappropriate activities with him. Diddy's sexually deviant nature has been brought to the spotlight by his ex-bodyguard Gene Deal. In his claim, he says that he has been a first-hand witness of Diddy's homosexual endeavors.
He picked quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. And when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs.
Gene further went on to say that Diddy's secret parties entailed men being set up and lured by women. Not just that, the rumors about Will Smith and Diddy being in a secret gay relationship have been in the air for a while now. Several people from their close-knit circles have even confirmed this. They have gone on to disclose that both of these artists have been members of gay clubs, partying and partaking in homosexual activities time after time. Poor Jada, she really meant it when she said,
"Die together,
we die together.
Bad marriage for life."
Don't worry, guys. Jada and her possessive husband, Will Smith, have admitted that they are in an open marriage countless of times. They are even seen with different partners and claim to do so without losing respect for each other. In one of the interviews, Will Smith explains the boundaries of his marriage by saying that it's not about losing love for each other. Rather, it is friendship versus marital prison.
What does it mean to love in freedom?
The simple idea is it's friendship versus marital prison.
Even though Will Smith did not disclose the gory details of his involvement with Diddy, that did not prevent the already dented image of the latter from completely falling apart. All this talk about Diddy has put his career and reputation in danger for sure. With so much negative attention and hatred around, a celebrity like Diddy who thrives only when he is being cherished and loved by the public, a downfall does not seem too far off the radar. A lot of queries have been brought on with his fans turning into his haters. After all, it must be upsetting to have your idol turned into a vicious villain all of a sudden with scandals after scandal coming out one after the other. In a recent interview, Diddy outrightly said that yes, he is toxic.
But are you toxic?
Yeah.
While some people have wisely chosen to sympathize by saying I feel bad for Diddy's children, because when all his hot mess shit comes out, it's not going to be a happy day for them. Diddy has been a hot mess and I don't even know him. But what is already out is horrible. Money isn't everything. When you are a child and have to face your parents' truth that is bad, face the public, face friends and family is priceless. Money has no meaning. This may affect them mentally and physically. People are cruel and have no limit to expressing mess. One fan even went on to say Diddy will come out in the next 5 to 10 years. They need to have a surviving Clive and Diddy. Some other people have simply chosen violence in response to this fiasco. A hater who has had enough made a nasty predicted saying, Diddy will go down. It's just a matter of time. Well, as long as Diddy does not come out clear with his sexual preferences, we can only guess. That is all for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.